Hello everyone, V here, and today we will be working on this beautiful box I bought back in the day, in April I think, in Leonardo store, which is the popular art supply store in the mainland. So what we're gonna be doing is tracing the ornaments I printed from the internet and then burning them onto the box. So starting with tracing, since I plan to make it a D&D supply box, I decided to, of course, add a pretty dragon on the top. On the front of the box, I decided to add a D20 with some ornaments and frames that will also decorate the rest of the box on all sides. Burning followed a few days later, since I'm really not good at telling how much time I need for stuff, and tracing took way more time than I expected. I used the most narrow tip that I could find for this burner, which is, I guess, a little more modern version. Although I had a second one, which was the Soviet burner that could only accommodate one tip. I decided to go with a little fancier one, since I would have a little more options. Since I'm slowly getting into witchcraft, I decided it wouldn't hurt to add some sigils on the inside of the box. Of course, I'll keep it hidden under the fabric, but I guess it would bring some sort of comfort knowing that they are there. So, on the larger side of the box, where all the dice will be kept, I decided to add a little sigil for luck and for everyone just having fun. These are actually first sigils I've ever made, so I hope they turned out well. As for the lid of the box, I went for my personal sigils that could help me specifically. These are for getting into the role easier, for not being afraid to speak up, and for being more confident. The later two might seem a bit too similar, but I guess they are a little different for me. After the burning was done, I went straight for the wood stain. I originally wanted the box to have a reddish-brown shade to it, but the art supply store didn't sell such boxes. I assume it's because the wood would be harder to burn or to do anything with. Maybe this lighter wood is supposed to be easier for doing any crafts with it. This particular color is called just brown for some reason, without any wood assigned to it, although wood stains usually have names based on the color of already existing trees. I guess this one is just a little unnatural, but I still like the way it turned out in the end. After several layers, I got just the shade I needed. As for the inside of the box, I took some red cotton I had left from one of my previous projects. It's really soft and nice to the touch, but it's a little too soft for filling, so I am gluing it onto the watercolor paper I had to make sure it keeps shape. So after I covered everything in wood stain, the ornament became a little unclear, so I decided to go at it again, but this time with the Soviet burner, which is Uzor 1, basically the ornament 1. The perk of this is that it burns really good, although it doesn't have any fancy tips, just this one that is on it right now. Next, I'll be using some very strong contact glue to glue everything to the box itself. Around midway through the process, I realized that I might have miscalculated a little, but it's not too noticeable, so it's fine. And as the last finishing touch, I add little old bronze corners to the box. The old bronze is one of my favorite colors to buy metal furniture, and it also fits old fantasy themes very well. I use the same contact glue to glue it onto the wood and leave it out to dry. After that, I just screw everything back in, so the lid and the box itself hold together. Put the lock back in, and we're basically done. Thank you for checking out this video, and if you like this sort of content, don't forget to leave a like button and a little comment. Also, if you would like to see more videos like this in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you would like to support me and my crafts, you can also follow me on other social media or fund me through Boosty. Till we meet again.